I think one of the great human sadnesses is that so many human beings end up doing work they don't enjoy or in jobs that don't fit them. And I'm on a bit of a mission, I think, because that was me 20 years ago. I was doing a job I didn't particularly enjoy, that didn't fit my talents. And I think there's a couple of things going on. I think for most people, we've grown up with the idea that work is either suffering or survival. So many of us grew up with a Protestant work ethic that says, you shouldn't really enjoy work. Life's about suffering, life's about struggle, life's about martyrdom and not enjoying yourself too much. And work's a fabulous place for us to play that out. We can stick in a job that we don't enjoy, that doesn't fit us, that we hate the boss. And we think, okay, great, I'm suffering, I'm struggling. Maybe there's going to be some reward at the end of that. So I think that's how a lot of people live their lives, is just thinking, well, that's how work is. And then for other people, there's work as just a form of survival. The other reason we work is for material existence. We need to earn money to pay our bills, to feed our families and keep ourselves going. So if it's not about suffering, then at least it's just about survival. And yet I think there's a deeper purpose of work, and I think one of the deeper purposes of work is to share our talents and share our gifts and share our unique abilities with people. So what's unique about us as human beings, our work can be a wonderful way of sharing that and contributing to the lives of others. I think the biggest problem for many of us is we've been brought up to believe that you either work for love or you work for money, and that you shouldn't and can't work for both. So I think what happens is, I've seen this with so many hundreds of people throughout the world, is, people work for money and they don't particularly enjoy it, and then they're kind of constantly thinking, I know what I'd love to do, but I don't think I could ever earn out any money out of it, so I won't do it. And then there's people that say, well, I don't want to go down the route of just doing something for the money, so I'll do something I love and I'll have to sacrifice the money for it. Because I think underneath it, what we believe is we have to sacrifice, and we either have to sacrifice the love for the money or the money for the love. And I'm an advocate of the idea that actually we can work for love and money. To me, it just seems to make logical sense that if we're doing something we love, we're passionate about it, we're inspired about it, and we want to get up every morning and do it, aren't we going to be more successful at it? And thousands of people are already doing that throughout the world and have done throughout history. And many people would call that a calling or a vocation. And I think, again, we've had an erroneous belief that only special particular people can have a calling or a vocation. I think everybody has one. But most of us have not been trained how to listen to ourselves and to know, A, that it's possible, and B, how do we find that for ourselves? So my message is a universal message and an eternal message. I find that, throughout history there have been people following their hearts and their vocations, and around the world today there are people doing it. And I'm a great advocate of it, and I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible find what I call the work they were born to do, so that I live in a world, and we all live in a world, where more and more people are passionate about what they do, love what they do. I want to be served in restaurants, shops, on call centres where people love the work that they do, because I think it'd just be a much nicer world to live in, where people were really doing what suited them and fitted them.